In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the whole Poshmark shipping process. I've made a tutorial on this before, but things have changed since then, and I missed a few things in that old shipping tutorial. So consider this your new, updated, and improved Poshmark shipping guide. Here's what we're going to cover: shipping costs and how to use shipping discounts, printing your label even if you don't have a printer, what size boxes and envelopes I use and where to get them for free, how to neatly package your orders, where to drop off your packages. There are 5 options and we're going to go over all of them. What happens after you send the item, and last but not least, when and how do you get paid after you ship your item. First things first, let's lay the groundwork and explain how Poshmark shipping works. On eBay and Mercari and some other selling sites, they go by specific weight and there's so many shipping options to choose from, but not on Poshmark. The only thing Poshmark uses is something called Posh Post. And here's how Posh Post works. Everything ships via priority mail, and that's it. And people will get their items in 1 to 3 days. Unless it's holiday season, like right now, everything's taking longer than usual, but normally they get it pretty fast. Poshmark Post costs $7.45, and that's a flat fee no matter what the item is. As long as the package does not go over 5 pounds, that's what's going to cost to ship an item. If it does go over 5 pounds, there's some things you'll need to do, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. Also keep in mind that the prices that I'm giving to you right now may change by the time you see this video. Prices for shipping on Poshmark go up almost every year, and it's always towards the beginning of the year. But everything else that I talk about in this video will still apply the same. And the last thing before we move on from the section is that by default, buyers pay for shipping, but you can always choose to split the cost with them, and there are 3 ways for you to do that. The first way to give buyers a shipping discount is when you're first listing an item. So let's say I was barely listing these UGG boots here, and we're going to scroll to the bottom. I have a video discussing each of these sections in depth. If you'd like to see it, I'll link it up in a card above or in the description below, so check that out. But today we're just going to discuss this part right here, price. Here in the price section, the first part is to add an original price. So what is the item worth? What does it retail for? Below that, you put your listing price, and just recently they've added this discounted shipping portion as well. When you click on this arrow, you'll have several options. You can give people or buyers no discount. If you click on the $5.95, that means that buyers will pay $5.95 shipping and you pay $1.50 as it says down here. These $1.50 will come out of your earnings when your item sells. If we click here and change it to $4.99, you'll see that your earnings will drop even further because now the buyer will pay $4.99 and you will pay $2.46. And the same thing will happen if you click on free. Your earnings drop and you pay for the whole $7.45 shipping. The shipping discount is totally optional. You don't have to do it. I personally never do. I always leave it as no discount, and then I'll use way number 2 of giving shipping discounts, and that is when sending out offers. I'm going to be showing how to send offers with shipping discounts on your phone, but you can definitely do it on your computer. I just always do it on my phone because it's a lot easier. First, we're going to go to the Poshmark app. At the bottom, there is a bell icon where all your notifications will be. At the top, you can scroll to look at the specific type of notification you want to see. Right now, I want to go to likes. When someone likes your item, you can send them out an offer with a shipping discount. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to click on the first item, which is this plaid wool jacket here. At the bottom, there is an option that says offer/price drop. That's the button we're going to tap. Then we have 2 options. We can either send out offers to likers or we can edit listing price. Edit listing price is used for another purpose, so we'll skip that for now and just tap on the first option, which is offers to likers. Then we'll be brought to this page where we'll input our offer. The first thing is your actual offer. You can either type in something or you can use this calculator to the side to do a percentage off. You can do 10, 20, or 30% off. I'm going to go with 20% off and apply. The next thing we have to do is select a shipping discount. And when you're sending out offers to likers, it is required. You don't have an option whether you want to do it or not, like you do when you're barely listing your item. That is why I just put no discount when I'm listing and just give the discounts here as I'm sending out offers. So let's tap on that, and here are our options. It works basically the same way as we talked about before. If you choose $5.95, then you'll pay the remainder $150, and that will come out of your earnings. Same thing with $4.99 or free. I'm going to go with $4.99 for this jacket and tap apply at the top right corner. And here are my earnings broken down. If she were to accept this offer, my earnings would be $28.74. And the shipping discount that I gave was $2.46. So we'll just click submit at the top right, and that is it. There is a third way for buyers to receive a shipping discount on Poshmark, and that is with a sale Poshmark has every week called Closet Clear Out. Now there are a lot of details and things you need to know to make good use of this sale, but this video would be way too long if I get into all of that now. I will be making an in-depth video on exactly what it is and how I use it to get more sales, but for now I'll just keep it brief just so that you know about it. Closet clear out happens about 2 times a week. Most of the time it's Fridays and Sundays, but sometimes it does change. You can always go to the app and go to your notifications, and at the very top you'll see this banner here, and here it'll let you know if that day is closet clear out or not. On this day, if you drop the price of any item, anyone who has ever liked that item will receive a notification. They will receive it on the app and also by email. In that notification, it will let them know that you have dropped the price of that item, and also they can get it for $4.99 shipping for the next 6 hours. The good thing about this is that the rest of the shipping will not come out of your earnings like it did before when you're sending out offers. It will actually come out of Poshmark's pocket. They will pay for the rest of the shipping. Now let's talk about printing your label. When you make a sale, you will receive a notification on your Poshmark app and also to the email that you use to sign up on Poshmark. On the Poshmark app, this is what the notification looks like. It's just a green cash button next to the buyer who bought your item. You can download and print your label right from the Poshmark app or from the email that was sent to you. You are going to need a printer. It can be either a paper, regular printer, or a thermal printer with the sticky paper. Either one will work. If you don't have a printer, you can try your local library. Staples and FedEx also let you use their computers to print things out, so you can try that as well. The one thing you cannot do is write the label out yourself. You need the label that Poshmark sends to you, because once it's scanned at the post office, that will trigger the Poshmark system to track that item, and that way Poshmark knows exactly when the buyer receives the item so that you can get paid. If you write it out yourself, it's not going to work out. Poshmark will never know when they receive it. I have both a paper and a thermal printer, so I'm going to quickly go over how each of those work. First thing you need to do is make sure that your label is in the right dimensions. To do that, you'll click on your profile picture on Poshmark, go down to account settings, and towards the bottom, here's this option that says shipping label settings. If you're going to be using a thermal printer, you'll need to have it selected as 4x6. If you're going to be using a paper printer, you'll need to select this first option. So that's what I'll do now and click confirm. Now if we go back up here to this profile picture, I'll scroll down to my sales. I'm going to click on this one, and here at the bottom you'll see a download option. Click download again, and the label will be downloaded here as a PDF. Go ahead and click on that, and then you can print it from here. Just make sure that the printer is connected to the device you will be using. You can download and print your shipping label from your phone or your computer. Now let's talk about how to print your shipping label using a thermal printer. Before doing anything, you need to make sure that you go back to your profile picture, to account settings, and here to shipping label settings, and change it to 4x6. This will give you the label with the proper dimensions for a thermal printer. This time we'll be downloading and printing the label from my email. When you make a sale, this is what the email that Poshmark sends to you will look like. In the beginning, it'll say what sold, and towards the end, it'll say who bought it. So we'll click on that. Then you'll just scroll to the very bottom of the email, and there you'll see an attachment, a PDF attachment that you can click on, and then you can print. Again, you just need to make sure that the device is connected to your computer and that the dimensions are set to 4x6, and click print. So this is what the thermal labels look like once I print them out. They are the exact same size that I need them. All I have to do is take off this back part and paste it right onto my package. On the back of these labels, I write the item number, which is on the email that I got when I made a sale. And I write this here just so that I don't get confused. Most of the time I'm packing several items at a time, and I will know exactly what this label belongs to. The paper label will look like this. Mine is blank because my printer ran out of ink. But just imagine that this was here when I printed it out. This is what it will look like. And all you will have to do is take some scissors and cut around this so that you end up with a label this size. And then you'll just take some regular tape and tape it to your box. If your package ever exceeds 5 pounds, you will not be able to use the shipping label that Poshmark sent to you when you made the sale. You're going to have to upgrade your shipping label first. I didn't use a scale for a very long time because I was selling lightweight items. I never went over 5 pounds. Let me just show you for reference what 5 pounds looks like. I was able to fit all of these shirts in a box and barely hit 5 pounds. For jeans, I was able to fit these 4 heavy jeans into a box before it hit the 5 pounds. So as you see, you can begin selling without a scale, but if you're selling heavy things like house things, decor, things like that, then you may need a scale. This is the one that I use that I got from Amazon. I will link it down in the description below, but you can also buy a simple kitchen scale from Walmart and it will work just as good. But let's just say someone did go into my closet and bundle all of these shirts and all of these jeans together and the package exceeded 5 pounds. The first thing you have to do is add all your items inside the package you will be using to ship your items, because the weight of the package must be included in this total weight. So the package along with the items together, they weigh 6 pounds and 7.4 ounces. Next, you will come here to Poshmark, click on your profile picture and scroll down to My Sales. Then you'd select the sale that you want a heavier package label for. Let's just say it was this one here. Then you'll scroll towards the bottom and you'll click on New Shipping Label. Here you can give them the reason why you need a new label. So if any of these ever happen to you in the future, here's where you'll find it. If you need to edit the address, if you never received it, the label expired. Right now we need heavier weight label. Here you'll select the weight you need. You'll always need to round up. Our package weighed 6 pounds and 7 ounces, so I'd have to select the 7 pounds. And the cost of that is $9, so these whole $9 will come out of my earnings. And then you just click next and you'll receive your new label. Once you do have the proper label, it's time to package your item. The first thing you want to do is wrap the actual item itself. For this, you can use tissue paper, which is what I used for a very long time. You can get it very inexpensively at the dollar store, at the Walmart clearance section. Just get any old regular tissue paper and wrap your item in that. Nowadays, I use poly bags like these. I buy them on Amazon, like 500 at a time, and they end up being cents a piece. So I'll just fold the item neatly, put it in this poly bag, and that's all I do to wrap the item. You don't necessarily have to use either, like tissue paper or the poly bag. You can just simply fold the item neatly at the very least. But if you're sending off something fragile, then you don't really have an option. You'll have to use something like this, bubble wrap, so that you can make sure that your item arrives safe. Once your item is wrapped neatly, you'll need something to put it in, a package. You can use anything you have around your house that you've gotten from previous online orders. You just need to make sure that the SKU numbers or labels, any markings are not visible, anything that may confuse the postal workers, and you're able to use that with no problem. If you don't have anything on hand, you can always go into your USPS post office and get any packaging for free. As long as it's labeled priority mail, any envelopes, boxes, you can literally grab as many as you need and walk right out the door. Or you can do what I do and order them online. You just go to the USPS website and go to the free shipping supplies section and order as much envelopes, as much boxes as you need anytime you need them, and they will always ship for free. The link to that will be down in the description. One big mistake I made when I first started ordering the free shipping supplies from the website was that I ordered too much of the wrong packages. I didn't need them, so I was stuck with boxes that I wasn't using. If that ever happens to you, you can just take the boxes to a USPS post office and they will take them from you. But the best thing is to avoid that. So I'm going to be sharing with you the boxes, the sizes, the envelopes, and everything I did end up using, things I do use on the daily, so that you can know exactly what to order. I have all the packages that I use the most lined up here so that I can show you each one and explain exactly what I use them for. I will link each one in the description below in the order that I talk about them in. The first one that I use the most is this one here. It is called a mailing envelope, and here is the dimensions if you want to see them. This is a paper lightweight envelope, but it is pretty strong and it is waterproof, so your item will be safe in here. I use this envelope for lightweight shirts like this one, but it can also hold heavy jeans like this one, and that's what I use it for the most, for jeans. Sometimes though, I will use this next envelope, which is a flat rate padded envelope. Inside it has like bubble wrap. So if you're sending something fragile, you may want to use this for extra protection, but most of the time I'll use it for just lightweight shirts like this one. The next one is a box, and it is called a medium flat rate box, and here are the dimensions. This medium flat rate box, I use it for shoes, so it can hold just lightweight sneakers like this one, but it can also hold some ankle boots. If I'm shipping multiple jeans at a time, this will work out well too. This right here, I have it, but I don't use it much. It is called a shoe box. It's literally called a shoe box. So you can use this to ship out sneakers and boots as well. This next box is called a large flat rate box, and here are the dimensions for this one. This one works well for ankle boots like these. They fit snug and perfectly in here. Sometimes I will use it for jackets, like this one for example. It will fit in here perfectly, but sometimes if the jackets are too big, I will go with the next box. This is called a large mailing box, and here are the dimensions. This one, I use it for puffier, heavy jackets like this one here. It fits perfectly in here, but sometimes when I do have bundles and people order multiple items at a time, this is the box I will use, the large mailing box. And this one here is not a priority mail box. It is a box that I bought on Amazon, and I bought this box to use for knee-high boots. So here are some boots that are taller and they won't fit in any of the previous boxes I showed you, so I bought these brown boxes to use instead. Now when it comes to sending your package, you have several options, but just to be clear, you don't have to pay for anything moving forward. The label was already paid for on Poshmark by you or the buyer, or both if you decided to do discount shipping. Your only duty from here on out is to send your package using one of the following options. The first is right outside your mailbox. If the package fits in there, you can just put it there and the mailman will pick it up. Second is you can schedule a pickup. If you go to the USPS website, you type in schedule pickup in the search option. There you can put all your information so that someone can come pick up your packages either on your front porch, your back door, wherever you tell them to pick it up. The third is those blue mailboxes that are around town. If your package fits in there, you can just put it right in there on your way to work as you're running errands. The next one, of course, is at a USPS office. You can just go there, give them your package, and they will scan it. You won't have to pay for anything. Or if you're running low on time, you can always just drop it off. Most of the time they have a location where if your label is already on the package, you don't have to wait in line. You just drop off your packages and walk out the door. Once you drop off your package and it is scanned by a clerk, that would trigger the Poshmark system to alert you and the buyer that the package has been shipped. And from that point forward, either you or the buyer can always go onto the app and check exactly where the package is. And once the package arrives to the buyer's home, both you and the buyer will be notified as well. From that point forward, the buyer has 3 days to either accept or return the item. If they accept it, they are telling Poshmark that the item is good to go, that they received exactly what they thought they would, that it's in the condition that was described in the listing, and everything is good. If they return it, it must be either because they didn't receive what they thought they would, or because the item wasn't described properly and maybe it has some damage that they didn't know about. They can't return it because of size or because they didn't like it. There must be something wrong with the item. If the buyer doesn't accept or return the item within 3 days, then Poshmark automatically closes the sale and it's considered complete. Now let's talk about how to receive your earnings. Once either the buyer accepts the item or the 3-day time window is up, you'll be able to come here to your Poshmark app. You're going to click on your profile name at the bottom right hand corner, and that should take you to this menu. If it doesn't, just click it again, and then you're going to tap on this option that says My Balance. Here you'll see credits, pending, and redeemable. Once the sale is complete, your earnings will move from pending to redeemable. Once your earnings are in redeemable, you can tap here, and here you can either set up bank direct deposit or request a check. But I do believe that you have to make a sale and your earnings need to move to redeemable before you see this option. If I missed something that you have a question about, make sure to drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And for more Poshmark tutorials, check out this playlist right here. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I'll see you next time.